Continuous 20 is our workout, full body today, dumbbells. I've got 5 exercises, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest when we're working with dumbbells, and we go through all 5 of the exercises for 4 quick rounds, and that's only 20 minutes. This is how we build consistency and get our workouts in when we have busy days. So I'm going to walk you through the 5 exercises I have for this workout, and we will get right into it. Our first exercise is a squat to an overhead press, but we are going to do alternating overhead press. I'm going to take the weights up at my shoulders, squat down, and single arm press overhead. With the single arm press overhead, we don't want to rotate into the side. We want to make sure we are keeping good posture and that we have good core strength. So squat and a nice good press when you come up, tucking the hips under, not leaning to the side, not leaning back. So just focus on that when you go to do that single arm press. Second exercise is a half burpee. For this one, I'm going to be holding my weights at my side. I'm going to come down, place the weights on the ground, hop back into plank, pop my feet back up to the weights, and press up. Here, when you go to press up, make sure you are not lifting your hips first and then lifting, thus putting pressure on the low back. When you come out of that plank, you're in that low squat position and press through the floor to come up. So don't let the hips come up first and then have bad form. So that's your focus with that exercise. Our third exercise is a reverse lunge with a bicep curl. We're going to add the curl when we're in the lunge. So you're going to take a step back, then perform the curl, press up, and alternate. Be mindful of your wrist position as you go to do the curl, that they don't bend back, but you keep them in line with your forearms. And then also, while we're here in this isolated position doing the bicep curl, focus on good stability and core strength there. Fourth exercise, hip thrust. We're going to be using a bench, chair, couch, and taking our weights and putting them across our hips here. When we go to set up, getting our shoulder blades into the edge of the, whatever you're using. I'm using this box. And then from here, pressing straight up. Now when you perform the hip thrust, you want to ensure that your knees are right over your ankles. If they're too far out, you're going to hit more hamstrings. If they're too far in, you're going to hit quads. We want to make sure we're hitting glutes and hamstrings. So down, when you come up, you want to press your hips up towards the ceiling, but you want to tuck your hips at the same time. Drive the belly button down, press those feet into the ground, create a good tabletop. What we don't want to have happen is to start to round, okay? So one thing you can do to encourage yourself to not round is, one, drive the belly button down, but also your gaze, where you're looking. You don't want to lean your head back. So looking straight ahead here as you come up and press, all right? I encourage you to use heavier weights and 2 dumbbells if you can, okay? And then our final exercise, we're just going to come right down to the ground. We're going to do hollow hold. We're going to add in a flutter. So I'm going to hold the weight and flutter. You can hold it up overhead if you want. You can hold it down here. We're going to stay in that hollow hold position. Tiny flutter kicks for that intensity and creating that burn in those deep abs. Those are our 5 exercises for today. So I've got 2 sets of dumbbells, a heavier set and a lighter set. Okay, so go ahead and get your things set up. Have something you can do the hip thrust from. If you don't have something comfortable to do hip thrust from, you can do glute bridge from the floor as well. All right, we are going to get started. That first exercise is our single arm overhead press with the squat. All right. And this continuous 20 dumbbells is going to start in under 10 seconds. Taking the weights up to my shoulders and dropping straight down in the squat. And then as I come up, press straight up. Good posture, so I'm not twisting or rotating like this. Straight up, so tuck your hips under Exhale as you press. Inhale as you drop in the squat. Keeping your heels on the ground. Knees track out. And you got 10 seconds left. As you go through the workout and we warm up, you'll find that you'll have more mobility, be able to drop down into the squat position here. All right, half burpee is next. Ensure that when you're doing a half burpee, you press through the floor, hips do not come up first. All right? Woo. All right, go ahead and pick up the weights. We're in a neutral grip position. I'm gonna drop down, weights on the ground, take it back, up, and lift. Okay, so here, very functional, as if we're picking a box up off the ground, picking groceries up off the ground. So we don't want to do this. And so here, and press that floor away. If you can't hop back into the plank, you are stepping back one leg at a time and up. You got less than 10 seconds. And rest. Reverse lunges now into our bicep curl. So we are adding the curl in when we're in that isolated lunge position. In the past, we've done the curl when we go to stand up. But here we're going to stay low, take a step back, and curl, bringing our palms towards our shoulders. So be cautious of your wrist position. And putting the focus on the glute. So good step back, forward lean. Press through the ground to come up. What we don't want to do is lean back and then come up, or be here and lean back and perform our curl. So forward lunge to put the focus on the glute there. And rest. All right, we're going into our hip thrust. So go ahead and set up. You got 20 seconds. So go ahead and set up. Putting the weights across my hips. Shoulder blades into the bench. Feet right underneath. And press up and down. As I come up, drive the belly button down. Squeeze and flex the glutes. Tuck the hips under. And my gaze is looking forward and not back. If the gaze looks back, you see how I'm rounding. So here, create that tabletop at the top of the rep. So your knees will come back, and then as you come up, they should be right over your ankles or heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it down. 7 to the side. Onto our hollow hold. The letters. Woo. And go ahead and come back. You have the option of holding the weight all the way up overhead or down right above belly button area. And we're going to flutter it out. Nice tight flutters. Breathing, pressing the low back into the ground, belly button down. Shoulder blades lifted. Looking at your feet, again, not letting the head hang back. You know, as the head hangs back, your low back might come off the ground too. So as you come up, you're creating that boat banana shaped position. Belly button goes down, the low back's in the ground, and it's tight flutters. Flutter it out. You got 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, that's one round. And we are back to the top. We are going to knock out round 2. Starting with those squats to overhead press. Woo. So go ahead and set up, weights up, add our shoulders, and drop it down. And press straight up. No rotation. Heels on the ground as you come down. You're dropping straight down. we're not doing this, okay? If you find yourself doing this, you can elevate heels. That will help you to achieve maybe a greater range of motion. It might feel a little better as well. All right, less than 10 seconds. Focus on that form. Strong press and set them down. Whew. Onward to our half burpee. Lifting out of the ground as if we're picking up some luggage. Straight up press, squeeze. We don't want that pressure on the low back. All right, pick the weights up and set them down. Take it back, up, lift. Press through that floor. You also can, as you go to lift, lock it in. Squeeze something between your armpits. As if you're going to do a deadlift. Also, if you can't pop up all the way, you might need to take a step forward to get yourself in the right position or walking through that exercise. All right, reverse lunge, adding in our bicep curls. Keeping a forward lean, focusing on glutes. Take it back and curl. Weights on the outside of my foot, come up, twist, palms face me, set it down with control. So don't just let the weights go and let your wrists go. Okay, everything with control. Put that focus in the working leg, which is the one in front, right? We're not pushing off with the back leg. It's all the front leg to come up. So we also don't want to lean back, right? Stay forward. Let's do the curl there. Press up. And you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into our hip thrusts. We're gonna go ahead and set up. 20 seconds. Go ahead and get yourself situated for this one. Getting the shoulder blades in the bench. Feet right under your knees. You want your, when you set up at the top, that's where you want to adjust to make sure knees right over your feet. And then that gaze looking straight ahead. Drive your belly button down. And nice, powerful thrust up to the top. Nice and strong. Exhale. Press your feet into the ground. You got 10 more seconds. Drop down, knees track back and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can stay right here on the ground for flutters. Woo. I'm going to turn where I can see the clock. All right. I'm going to come back, lay back, and set up for your hollow pose. And let's begin. Flutter it out. Nice tight flutters. Do not hold your breath. Do not let your head hang back. Breathe in and out. Feel that belly button go down as you exhale all your air. And then a nice deep breath in. Same thing. Breathe in. You got 10 more seconds. Keep fluttering. Faster, tighter flutters. Keep that low back in the ground. Come on. Don't let the head hang back. You got 3, 2, 1, and up. Woo, halfway with today's workout. Woo, doing awesome. Lots of focus in today's workout just to ensure we are performing these exercises correctly, because they do mimic a lot of things we do throughout the day. All right, here we go. Drop it down, straight down. Press up, straight down. As if you're going to sit on a stool, or working on that mobility down here in the squat, maybe holding it for a second. Well, let's power out of this. Pause position. See how much core work you need coming out of here. All right, lock it in and press. Final 10, it's good. No rotating at the top. Strong press up, punching that ceiling. And come up. Half burpees. Getting that heart rate elevated in this next exercise. So ensure that you're getting yourself up near the weights. If you can't, you can walk through the exercise. Down, back, hop all the way up. So you're in that position to lift off the ground. Okay, if you can't quite get up there, walk it up. Here you're working on mobility as well. Press through that floor. Don't let the hips come up first. Up. If you come here, maybe you just readjust and you come down. Set the weights. Come up. Okay? 3, 2, 1. That one went by quicker than I thought it would. All right. Reverse lunges. Working on balance and stability as we go into and stay in that isolated lunge position. Take a step back, especially as we fatigue. It's testing our focus, testing our balance and stabilizers. Take that step back, forward lean, curl. Curl like you mean it, nice and concentrated. If you've got lighter weights that aren't quite challenging you, go through it a little slower. Count to 3, lower for 3. It's fine, you can stay in that isolated position here, working on your balance and strength. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into our hip thrust. Let's go ahead and set up for this one. So don't waste any time with the exercise. All right. Putting those right across my hips. And getting the shoulder blades into the edge of the bench. And I'm down and up. So what we don't want is to have that rounding in the back and creating like an arc in our back. So drive that belly button down and lift up. Squeeze your glutes. You might not be in a full range of motion. Go a little higher, higher. Press your feet into the ground. Squeeze those glutes hard as you drive your belly button down. Sit down and up. You got less than 10 seconds. Let's make the most out of this. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. All right, last exercise in the round. And we will be on to our final round after this. That's how fast these workouts go. But they pack a good punch. All right, lay back. We got some flutters to do. 40 seconds feels like an eternity with these. Do your best. Hollow hold and flutter down. Hold that weight right over the belly button. Stay lifted through your shoulder area. Look at your feet. We don't want to tuck our chin too much. We're just looking at the tops of our feet when they come up. Stay lifted here. Creating that boat shape. Belly button's down. Low back's pressed into the ground. The legs are nice and straight. Toes are pointed. Flutter it out. And breathe. Remember, exhale. Belly button comes down. Breathe in. You got 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay. Carefully come up. Onward to the final round. You made it this far. 5 more minutes. It's actually less than 5 minutes of work time. Okay? You got this. Let's pick up the weights. Put them on our shoulders. And let's sink down. Hold it here for a second. Power out of that paused position. Very functional. You're here getting ready to pick something up. You need that strength to come up. Working on mobility. Coming down in the squat, maybe you can get those elbows down by your knees and up. If you can't quite do that yet, that's okay. Like I said too, if you feel awkward in the squat, you can elevate your heels. Make sure your knees are tracking out. You got 3 more seconds. Let's get one more press in overhead and set those down. Elevating the heels with something. So I don't want the heels to come off the ground. They're still going to be on something, whether that's a block, a wedge, something like that will help you get through that exercise. All right, burpees. Set it down, take it back, hop it up. When you pop back in this burpee, let's get into a good plank so we're not getting the stress in the low back there. Okay? Take it back, up, press through the floor. Stand up nice and tall. Nice and tall, good posture at the top here. Locking something in between our armpits there. Lock it in. Feel that posture. Good shoulder position. That's it for that one. Put that burpee away for today. Reverse lunge, bicep curls. Next exercise. 3 more exercises to go. Woo. All right, I'll do them this way, if I got room. Take a step back, curl, and up. So I got that forward lean. I'm not using the back leg to come up, it's all front leg. Nice concentrated curl. Wrists are nice and in line, they're not bending back, not swinging my arms, and I'm controlling it on the way down as well. Press through that floor, single leg. Final 10 here. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Right into hip thrust. You got this. 2 more exercises to go. Let's set up, get those shoulder blades in the correct position. Get your feet in the correct position. And take it up. Create that tabletop. Full range of motion with hip thrusts. I normally do not see people going to full range of motion. They think they are, like here. You can go up a little bit more. Squeeze your glutes hard. Drive the belly button down. Press through the floor. Nice and strong. Really squeeze the glutes hard. Up. Exhale. 10 more seconds. Great exercise for building glutes. Good core strength. 2, 1. Come on down. Last exercise, flutters. All right, hold on to that wiggle and lay back. When you hear the bell, go ahead and find your hollow hold position. And let's go. 40 seconds, nice and fast, tight little flutters. Drive that low back into the ground, belly button down. Keep those shoulder blades lifted. Lift up a little higher. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. And in. You're halfway. Keep those flutters fast and small. Come on. Breathe in. Exhale. Feel that belly button drive down. You got 10 seconds to go. And 5. Come on. Faster. 4, 3, 2, 1. And set that weight down. Let's carefully come up to standing. And it's the last 2 left. Fingertips behind your head. Let's breathe in and out for our final 10 seconds. Today's workout. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. So some good combination exercises today. Very metabolic type of workout, good for conditioning, good for strength, good for fat burning, and I feel making better choices across the day. All right, when we're consistent with exercise, when we get exercise in, especially when we do it early, I feel like it sets us up for success. We make those better choices, okay? Many of us are busy, so these workouts are very effective in enabling us to get it done, all right? 20 minutes is all you need, 20 minutes. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you for our next continuous workout.